Welcome in and welcome back to Primetime Sports, brought to you by the Sports Lounge Media. Good morning, good morning. We getting started early. This is the third week in a row where we get all day football. So hope you enjoy this broadcast because we got a long day ahead of us. We got the Jets and the Broncos kicking it off. And then, of course, we got the 1 o'clock game, we got the 4 o'clock game, and Sunday night football. So another long day of football. We'll be right here giving you the play-by-play commentary, breaking down anything that happens around the league today. It's just another good football Sunday. So how we feeling today? I'm actually kind of shocked. Nah, I wouldn't say shocked, but it's just a surprise. Surprise that we normally don't get this many back-to-back international games in a row. So, as you know, international games normally are played early because of the time difference. Um, what the good thing about it though is, this game always leads into the 1 o'clock block. So it's literally like once this game starts, you got football for the rest of the day. Can't complain about that. So the Broncos will get the ball first. Caught the kickoff at the 20. It doesn't get much more. I say about the 23. So Bo Nix and the Broncos will get the ball at the 23 for the first action of the day we got. I'm still licking my wounds a little bit from that embarrassment that my Eagles put on the field Thursday. Not only is it embarrassing to lose to the Giants, but for all intents and purposes, it was basically a blowout. That's what it was to me. But we'll talk about that a little later. All right, we got 1st and 10. Bo Nix under center. Pitch left to Dobbins. Dobbins just got back to the line. 2nd down. So last week, we saw the Broncos beat the Eagles in Philly at that. They looked pretty good. We couldn't stop Sutton. They was able to run the ball well and make some timely plays that ultimately kept us at bay. All right, we got 2nd and 9. Hand off to Dobbins to the right. Gain of about 2 or 3. 3rd down and long, baby. That's where you typically don't want to be against the Jets. The Jets are winless this year. I think they're like 0-4. So they not playing their best ball, if I do say so myself. You got Justin Fields, who he's been a good fantasy quarterback, but that's about it. Bo Nix drops back, throws. Oh, they fumbled the Church's money on the ground. The Jets got it. The crazy part is they got the 1st down, and then the Jets forced a fumble. So, hell of a play. Hell of a play by the Jets to get that ball back. Hope the Jets win. Feel bad for Fields. It's hard for me to have sympathy for anybody right now. I feel bad for the Birds. But nah, it's been a rough go at it for Fields for sure. But this kind of like his last opportunity to shine. So he got to make the most of it. Speaking of Fields, he getting ready to get the ball. 1st and 10 at the inside the 40. Fields under center. Hands off to Brees Hall. Short game. I haven't really watched Fields that much this year, but I mean, his numbers don't look that bad. He got 7 touchdowns, no interceptions, 294 yards a game, 72% completion percentage. Hey, not bad. I haven't really watched the games to know like why they not winning football games though. 2nd and 8. Oh, we got dirty laundry in the game. They're gonna call it a false start. It's gonna be a 2nd and long. Penalties, man. Penalties been killing a lot of teams. 2nd and 13 to be exact. Fields in the gun. Drops back. Surveys. He got out the pocket. Got back to the line of scrimmage. Brings up a 3rd and long situation. You definitely don't want to be in against the Broncos, who not only have a top 5 passing defense, but they also rush the passer at an alarming rate. I think they might lead the league. I think they might lead the league in I still can't believe Kevin Petula is worse than we were last year, not scoring a single first quarter point till like week 11. Petula can't coach full. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But the thing is, like, we at the point. Oh, Fields got loose. Yeah, they're gonna have to kick. They're gonna have to punt it. I don't think they in field goal range. Just gonna have to punt it. The thing about Petulo is the first 2 games of the season was just bad. And then you did see flashes in the Rams game. You saw flashes in the Bucks game. And you kind of saw flashes in the Broncos game. And then here come the Giants. It's like I don't think we're at the point where we can fire him, but his time is running out. I think the next 2 games will be critical, and he'll probably have the next 2 games had a chance to correct something at the bye, and then we need to be a brand new team, or we need to be clicking on all cylinders against Green Bay. That Green Bay game is going to be telling for our whole season. If we can't come out and show that we've corrected some things against Green Bay and at least put 4 quarters of competent football together, yeah, the season over with. Don't get me wrong, we definitely gonna have to we got to put a better show out there against the Vikings, and then fortunately we get the Giants again. So they beat us one time, and I mean, basically it was a blowout in my opinion. Losing to the Giants was bad enough, but getting blown out by the Giants is just unacceptable. So we got to take care of the Vikings, we got to take care of the Giants, and then we got to correct some stuff in this self-scouting period that you go through when you have a bye. So if we don't come out and look confident for 4 quarters on both sides of the ball after this bye week against Green Bay, that'll tell you all you need to know. And then on top of that, we need to win. We need to beat Green Bay. And then I think we got the Lions after that. So yeah. we had too much talent on the field uh to look the way that we've looked this year. And defensively, it's what we feared. Like, what do you do when Quinyon Mitchell goes down? Then you got two bad corners. If he can't figure out play calling on this team by week 8, it's over for him. Yeah. I mean, it ain't just over for him, it's over for the team. That'll just tell. And when I say it's over, I don't even mean that he necessarily gonna get fired. I just mean like it's probably over for like our Super Bowl chances and maybe even our playoff chances. Um, if he continues to look like he's been looking. Because you think about it, if we fire him, like where do we go from there? Like it's not like we're gonna get better with Nick calling the plays. You essentially they worked all off season on whatever this is as an offense. So you're not just gonna come in here in a few weeks and completely change your whole offense. We talk about it every week though. The offensive line got to get better. It's some things that we got to clean up for sure. Everybody on the team needs to be better. Like that win, the loss against the Giants should have been the wake up call that we thought they would get against the Broncos. But we gotta wait and see. The part that sucks is we gotta hold this L for 10 days. So it's kind of like a mini bye. So in this mini bye, we got a little self scouting that we can do within that. Keep in mind that we didn't have Landon Dickerson, we didn't have Jalen Carter, but we had enough people on that field. We had enough people that we should have been able to beat the Giants handily. Bo Nix fakes the toss, throws incomplete. 3rd and 4. That game. Like the game was so bad that I didn't even watch. This is my first time watching any football really since Thursday. Eagles' biggest issue is hiring bad coaches. Well, I mean, nobody is foolproof, and after you win the Super Bowl, you just can't hire first time head coaches. We've had terrible success. Oh, first down. Bo Nix found number 13 for the first down. Yeah, 1st and 10 at midfield. Yeah, first time head coaches, we just haven't been able to do well hiring them. We need a vet in the building. That's why I was kind of hoping out of everybody that was available that we would get like a Frank Wright or something like that. Somebody who, is seasoned. What told you Kevin Patullo was gonna be good? I didn't really know. I didn't know he was gonna be good at all. I just felt like he needed the chance to, show it. I had no evidence that he was gonna be good because he never been offensive coordinator before. So uh you just had to give him a shot because that's who they hired. So I mean, now that we here, it ain't it. This ain't it. He's been in the system for mad long and still don't understand this. Well, the thing is, he's never been an offensive coordinator. Like being a passing coordinator and an offensive coordinator, that's two completely different roles. So just because you can do one, don't mean you can do the other. Just like when you have coordinators who have great years who step up to be a head coach, just because you can be a good coordinator, don't mean that you can be a good head coach. So the same would apply for Kevin Patullo in this new role. Because you can't say one thing you can't say is that he don't have the weapons. He got the weapons to have a dangerous offense. He just I don't know what he doing out there. It feels to me like he don't understand game flow because we running when we should be passing. We passing when we should be running. The plays that we call are very predictable. It's just a mess out there, man. And then when you add on to the fact that offensive line play has been suspect all year long. Landon Dickerson came into the season banged up. Cam Jerkins came into the season banged up with the back. Lane Johnson been in and out of the lineup, and as a whole, and Steen is a downgrade in the run game. In the run blocking game, Steen, he's not Becton, so basically we got worse at the offensive line position. We got worse at offensive coordinator. And those two things have resulted in a stale offense. Offense is very stale right now. And we better, if we don't figure it out in the next 3 weeks, the season it'll get away from you fast. Because we got, even though Dallas defense is suspect. I mean, nah, it ain't suspect. They defense bad. They can put up points. So they at least look like a playoff team from the perspective. They'll at least make it to the playoffs. Their defense will keep them from doing anything, but we don't even look like we're a playoff team at this point. Lines it up. It's good. Broncos just kicked a 57-yard field goal to get the lead. First points of the day. Denver Broncos 3, New York Jets 0. But yeah, right now we just searching for competency. Can we don't even have anything to hold our head, hang our hat on. Like last year, we was able to at least lean on the run game. When all things fail, we can lean on the run game and allow that to open up the pass game enough for us to win football games and control the line of scrimmage. This year, we can't run the ball. We can't run the ball because they stag in the box, and then the pass plays just ain't it. I hope Howie find us two solid cornerbacks because Adore and Ringo aren't it. Yeah, they not. I mean, we've seen enough. The evidence is there, and that's part of the reason why, like, so many Eagles fans wanted to get a vet or two in the building this offseason. Like, that's why I was banging the table for a Gilmore, or the trade for, like, old boy that was with Miami that went to Jalen Ramsey. Obviously, you already know how we feel, Rob, about never wanting to let Rodgers get out the building. But I mean, he gone, so it kind of is what it is there. But whoever we bring in got to be better than what we have. Adoree Jackson and Keely Ringo has been way worse than I could even imagine, though. Like, I don't understand how he could play this bad for this long of a stretch. Like, he's played, it's gotten so bad. I don't even want to see him on the field. So we definitely need to do something if we want to be competitive. Then it exposes Batulo's lack of knowledge when it comes to play calling. Yeah. Because the plays themselves could actually be good, but he calling them at the wrong time too. So not only are all the plays not necessarily great, but if you call it in the wrong situation and it get blown up, like that's what it's been doing. Every time he's been calling plays, for the most part, they've been getting blown up. But like I said, the offensive line has a part in it. In this last game, that Hurts threw that back-breaking pick that we still would have been in the game. Oh, broke one tackle. Jets got a huge return. They got into plus territory with that one. Oh, I said 3-0. The Broncos tied it up 3-3. It's 3-3. Then the Jets go return the opening kickoff for a huge return. I think he got to like the 40, the 30 or the 40. Said we aren't gonna be able to run every game. No, we're not gonna be able to run every game, but it's a difference between at least we're not even in a position to establish the run. Like you just gotta establish the run. Every game can't be 100-yard game, but you need to be able to at least uh provide a threat that you're gonna be able to run the ball because if not, then the defense is gonna tee in on what you got going on. Like at this rate, the AJ trade rumors might end up coming true because when it's all said and done, AJ is gonna look like an average player. Well, I'm not really concerned about like that part right now. I'm more concerned about the offense flowing. Like if we got to trade AJ, um, I don't really see us trading him in season. I think a trade could possibly happen after the season. I don't want to see him go. Uh the offense is just bad right now. It's just it's no sugarcoating. There's no way to reframe what we've seen through what is week 6 now, through 6 weeks. It's been 6 weeks of ugly football on offense for the most part. Fields. Oof, that was a suspect pass. It's fourth down. Just gonna have to kick another field goal. Dang, so they wasted that big return. But yeah, it's just been bad. It's been bad on all phases. And I think I could say I haven't even looked at the game anymore, but without looking at the game, this is probably one of Hurst's worst games of the season. The worst game of the season. Obviously, his first pick of the year, but it came at the worst time possible because it happened at a time where we still was in the game. We at least, at the very least, was looking at 3 points. We was gonna be, get it to a one-score game. So that essentially, even though technically it wasn't a pick six, it kind of ended up resorting in points. So it was a rough outing. We got out coached in that game. Dart was running all over the field. Cam Scatterboo was running through Adora Jackson and Ringo like prune juice. It was awful, man. And just to make matters worse, like they did it on Thursday Night Football where everybody was watching. So they embarrassed us. So it's only two things that can happen. Either the team gonna come together and let this be a turning point like the Bucks game was last year, or it could be like 2023 when we took that whooping against the 49ers, and then it just went all downhill from there. So it remains to be seen. I don't know. I honestly can't tell you what to expect. We're just gonna have to watch the games and see. But we got a little bit of time. We got this mini bye to at least move in the right direction when it comes to the offense. Defense just hurt right now. We got, obviously Quinyon Mitchell, who didn't play the majority of the game against the Giants. We had already been down Jacorian Bennett, Nolan Smith, and Darius Cooper, all of them were on IR. Jalen Carter came into the season banged up, so he hasn't been 100%. We already talked about the offensive line. We haven't really gotten the pass rush that we want. Now, what I can say about the pass rush, it does seem like we at least we're getting pressure on quarterbacks. We're just not getting sacks. So I'm not too concerned about that because we are at least getting back there. The sacks will come. We tend to always start slow when it comes to sacks for whatever reason anyway. But once we start getting into the rhythm of that, then that's when the sacks come. Our biggest problem on defense is just the cornerback position. So outside of Coop and Q, we really don't have a lot of answers. So we need to figure that out. We need to get one of these vets. We need to get one of these vets. Right now I'm watching on-screen variety TV NFL app. Pay-per-view available with no extra. Oh, that's what's up, Jerome. Go ahead and hold that for me. Bo Nix hit Sutton for a big first down. I need to I need to lock in on Sauce. They've been putting smut on Sauce name. They word on the street is he ain't been the same since he got the bat. But I don't watch Jets football, so I can't tell you if it's true or not. Hmm. All right, so the Broncos got a 1st and 10. They almost had midfield, right outside of the 50. Bo Nix under center, hands off, loss of about a yard. Nothing going. Nothing going. 2nd and 10. Bo Nix in the gun. Drops back. Throws. Caught. First down, Sutton. Oh, well, we got dirty laundry in the game. You got a hold, so it's coming back. It's coming back. Excuse me. I didn't check my lineup before. Make sure everybody good. Broncos got a short game. I don't know how to watch it absolutely free. However, I registered last week on Screen Variety. Oh, that's what's up, Lexus. All right, so we got 3rd and 17. You're gonna have to pull something out their bag to convert this one. Bo Nix in the gun. He drops back. Throw. No, pump fakes. Takes off. He got most of it, but he didn't get the first. So he got about a 4th and 6, maybe. They probably gonna have to punt this. Yeah, they got to punt. I don't know the way these kickers been kicking. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised with any range, but they going for it on 4th and 5 at midfield. It could be blood. Oh no, Bo Nix throws, caught, first down. Okay, they got it. First down, Evan Ingram. I guess they said bump it. They ain't scared of no ghosts. Let me find out. First and 10. Bo throws. Caught by Sutton for about 5 yards. Yeah, Sutton has had a resurgence. Like, I mean, he always been a dog, but he just never really had anybody to give the ball like that. But he's always been a bigger receiver. He was able to get off last week against us, which ain't hard to do these days. Oh, they just throwing the challenge flag out there. They don't believe it's a catch. Look like they won. I guess he didn't catch it. All right, 2nd and 10. Bo Nix in the gun with a 2nd and 10. They had to add some time back on the clock. Yeah, they had to add time back on the clock because initially they said it was a catch, so they let the clock continue to run. But they had to stop it to add time back on the clock. So now we got a minute, 3 seconds left in the first quarter. 6-3 Jets. Bo Nix throws short. Mims got about 4 on the play. Gonna bring up a 3rd and manageable. 3rd and 5. 3rd and medium. They've already shown the willingness to go for it if it got to a 4th down. So let's get it. It's 3rd and 5. Nix drops back, throws. Sutton, first down. Oh no, that's Ingram. They marching down the field on this one. Broncos might see something they like. Are they picking apart this zone? It's 1st and 10, but I think they're getting ready. Oh, they got one more. Nix drops back, throws, caught, touchdown. Adams. Hell of a drive by the Broncos. They marched right down the field. That was a nice touchdown. Nice drive, that is. Gotta love when they draw it up. I say they need to pull KP from that position. It's hard. I mean, as bad as it look, I think you pretty much you can't do it yet. You can't do it yet. And my reason for saying that is because you have seen small progress from it. Also, offensive line play hasn't been the best. It just hasn't been clicking on any level when you talk about offense. We got to at least give them to uh, the bye. So you got these 2 games, and then the game coming out of the bye. And if we don't show significant change in that Green Bay game, then it might be time to explore our options. But the thing is, like, what do we do? As like, what do you do? Morning, Sarai. How's Vegas treating you? But like, what do you do? So I know, as Eagle fans, it's easy for us to say, "Good morning." It's easy as Eagle fans for us to want to pull Kevin Patullo out of there, but like, honestly, do we really want Nick calling these plays? We know what that looks like. Do we really want Nick Sirianni calling these plays, and instead of running zones straight up the middle, it's 3 wide receiver screens in a row and a punt? Rob says it's not going to. He don't understand route concepts. He's not a fit for the OC. We at least need to establish something to hang our hats on, whether that be committing to the run game and finding some. We did have some success, especially so the first drive. Thank you. The first drive of the game against the Giants, we ran the ball well for like 2 plays, and then that was it. It's like we get one great drive out of KP a game. That's what it seems like. Thank you. Evan says, I feel like the flashes we've seen could just be the talent of our players. I've yet to see anyone really break down a good play call. Hire a consultant or something. I mean, maybe. It's hard to really know like what's going on without being, a actual part of the team. But from the outside looking in, it's just hard to put a finger on it. Injuries have played a part on the offensive line, though. It's been cool. The team wishes you were here, getting ready for football Sunday. Yeah, man. I wish I was there too. I ain't gonna lie. Vegas would have been lit. Rob said, no, fire his ass and replace him with anybody else. It could be a college coordinator that would be better than he is. I don't know. Honestly, at this point, I don't know what the right answer is. If I did, hey, I would be making the big bucks doing it. But right now, I think I think we just need to roll with the punches. Is Queen all right? I haven't heard how serious this hammy is. I don't know. I have to look and see how he looks in practice. When they get back on the field. Good thing is we got like this mini bye because we did play on Thursday. So he'll have a little bit of time. I'm not sure about the severity right now, but obviously it was bad enough to keep him out of the Giants game. We have heard a couple of go birds. They alive and well in Vegas. You would have heard a lot more if they would have won. Fields in the gun. It's already 3rd and 5. Drops back. Goes deep. Incomplete. Just gonna have to punt. Just gonna have to they're gonna have to figure something out, or this game gonna get out of hand quick. Ain't you hoping for the best? Yeah. Hopefully it's not too serious. You know, when you talk about those soft tissue injuries, they have the ability to linger for pretty much the whole season. So if we got to sit him down, unfortunately, we can't afford for him to miss this game against Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. We at least need to have control of one of those guys. We can't afford to have both of them going off, along with Naylor and TJ Hawkinson. Like we got some dogs coming to town against the Vikings. Vikings got a hell of an offense. JJ McCarthy should be back for this one. I was hoping we was gonna get some Carson Wentz action, but I think JJ coming back for this one. I mean, either way, I'd take JJ or Wentz. Honestly, it don't matter if we have Ringo and Adoree Jackson out there, because Justin Jefferson gonna go off. And Jordan Addison gonna go off against them two. So our best bet is for Carson Wentz to start, because at least he hold the ball. Carson Wentz start holding the ball and trying to play hero ball, and that's when we can maybe get our sacks up. Yeah, he always been a gunslinger though, but part of the thing that makes him expendable is the fact that he holds on to the ball too long, for the big play. Now, when he can play on time, which he showed last week that, through stretches he can play when he plays on time and gets the ball out. He's a good quarterback still, but he can't consistently do that. At some point, he's going to want to go for the big plays. That's when we got to strike. But I'm less with Q in the lineup. I'm less worried about the defense. Obviously, I'm really just concerned about offense. Bo Nix going deep. I don't know what that was. They took a shot downfield that wasn't open. So we got 3rd and 3. Bo Nix drops back, throws. First down, Evan Ingram. They've been able to move the ball pretty well on this Jets defense, which really hasn't been all that good this year. The Jets defense ain't been the same really since the first season Aaron Rodgers got hurt with them. That defense that year, nasty. 1st and 10. Hand off the Diamonds. Short game. Now, run defenses look good today. They've been getting shredded in the passing game, though. I can't believe them boys 0-5, though. Damn. Broncos got a 2nd and 8. Throws short. Mims. Short of the first down, but it'll be a 3rd and maybe 1. It'll be a 3rd and 1. Hey, somebody called a timeout. Mm-hmm. Be an excellent time for a water break. We'll be right back after a word from my sponsor. Introducing Black Diamond Concentrate from Diamond Collection, a premium mineral supplement crafted to elevate your hydration experience. Formulated with no dyes, sweeteners, or artificial flavors, Black Diamond Concentrate is 100% natural. Just 2 dropfuls added to a 16.9 ounce bottle of water can transform the way you hydrate. Order today at poweredbytmb.com and use code DSP at checkout to receive a 20% discount. That's code DSP. All right, let's get back to the show. Welcome in and welcome back. Special shout out to the good folks over at the Diamond Collection. You just tuning in, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We do this every Sunday. Obviously, we won't always have an international game to cover, but we get it popped off at 1 o'clock every Sunday. You pick one game from the 1 o'clock slot, 4 o'clock slot, Sunday night football, Monday night football, Thursday night football. Whenever there's a standalone game, we got you covered. All right, so the Broncos find themselves in the 3rd and 2. All right, somebody that got hurt. All right, we got 3rd and 2. Broncos. Bo Nix keeps it. He got the first. Lowers the shoulder. They got a new set of downs. First and 10. Hands off up the middle. J.K. Dobbins, 5 yards. So they starting to figure something out on the ground. The Broncos moved the ball pretty well on their last possession when they scored that touchdown. Jets have yet to really do anything on the offensive side of the ball. All right, we got a 2nd and 5. Next, throws. Incomplete. Pressure got to him. Pretty much threw that one in the dirt. Jets really need to figure out a way to hold him, because they haven't been able to do anything offensively today. Next, throw short. Incomplete. It was a low pass to J.K. Dobbins. He couldn't connect. Looks like he could have had the first if he'd have caught it. Broncos got a point. That's a win. That's a win. See if they can do anything on the offensive side of the ball in the Jets. Broncos punt the ball into the end zone. Jets will get it at the 20. I think they'll get it at the 20. Yeah, I don't think that it's an international game next week, so we'll go back to our normal schedule, starting at 1 o'clock on Sundays. Give me a little bit of my Sunday back. I need to double check that though, because I don't think we're done with international games. I just don't think that it'll be what we've had the past 3 weeks, where they got the one bright and early. You see, week 7. Oh no, we got one next week too. The Rams and the Jaguars. Hmm. Yep, the Rams and then after that, then we go to a regular. Wow, so it's gonna be 4 weeks in a row. Huh. So we got 9 minutes and 18 seconds left in the first half. I'll tell you what, I need Fields and Garrett Wilson to do something. My fantasy team needs you. Fields got sacked on first down. They can't run the ball. They can't pass the ball. Garrett Wilson was actually open. I'm guessing the Jets' offensive line isn't great. Fields, incomplete. Tried to connect with Garrett Wilson, but just couldn't. I mean, but Garrett got a tough task today going up against Pat. I'd take some garbage points, though. I don't care. Kind of threw it behind him. I don't know. How y'all feel about Fields? This might be, I mean, I just don't think he's progressed enough as a passer. Because he's not a young guy anymore. Still got all the speed. Oh, it looked like we got dirty laundry in the game. Oh, they called Patino for being offsides. They need every yard they can get. So that makes it 39. Fields in the gun. He drops back. Surveys. He got pressure. Sack. So yeah. It's just rough. The Jets can't get anything done offensively. Kind of looking like us. You got to make quick decisions against this defense because their pass rush is ferocious. They leading the league in sacks. They got the punt off. Caught. Got to the 40. All right, so it's 10-6. Denver Broncos lead the Jets in a 4-point game with 7 minutes and some change left to go in the first half. Mm. My fantasy team is calling out for help. Help me. Help me, please. Mm-mm-mm-mm. So the Broncos will get the ball at about the 40-yard line with a chance to score again. Now, the defense is doing their best to keep the Jets in the game, but you know, you got to help your defense out with at least some field goals or something. Man. But yeah. Y'all tell me how y'all feeling about Fields though so far. We've had at least 5 games of film on everybody through 5 weeks. What have y'all seen from Fields? That actually should be a good game next Sunday. The Rams and the Jags. Jags have been one of those surprising teams this year. I didn't really expect that much from them, but they look like a really good team, especially against the Chiefs. They look like they look better than the Eagles, but that's an understatement right now. It's a lot of teams that do look better than the Eagles. All right, Bo Nix under center. Face the pitch. Throws. Mims caught. Gain of 5 yards. That may not have been Mims, but 5 yards nonetheless. All right, 2nd and 5. Nix under center. Nix. Hands off. Up the middle. First down. J.K. Dobbins. Nix in the gun. He drops back. Scrambles. He takes off. He's gonna get the first. I don't know. They might call him a little short because of the slide, but if he didn't get it, he's right there at it. Just decided to play zone on that one, and yeah, he gave himself up right before the first. All right, 2nd and 1. Knicks under center. Hey, hands off. J.K. Diamonds didn't get the first. He got a little closer though. Should be like 3rd and inches at this point. Whole playbook open. Whole playbook. All right, Knicks under center. Oh, we got a false start. Number 13 couldn't hold his water. We rolling, rolling. It clearly was about to be a run play because you wide receivers not that anxious to run a route. He's ready to go hit some. Now it's 3rd and 6. Bo Nix in the gun. He drops back. Throws. Caught. Got a man. 1st down and more. He's still running. Got to the 20. Oh, we got dirty laundry in the game, though. Number 11 is Franklin, not Mills. It's coming back. Mm. That was a nice conversion, too. They're going to have to do it again. They're going to have to do it again. 3rd and 16 this time. They need to convert in order to keep the drive alive. Knicks drops back. Throws short. Harvey he didn't get close. They got to punt it. Penalties kill drives. It's just a shame. They went from being in a great spot and keeping the offense on the field to penalties knocking them out. Not giving them a chance. The Broncos will punt. It's 4th and 7. They got the kickoff. It's a high one. Jets fair catch it at the 16-yard line. All right, so we got 3 minutes and 22 seconds left in the first half of this game with Jets having a chance to take the lead. See if they can figure it out. We shall see. It's the only game in town to the 1 o'clock hour. Garrett Wilson has yet to record any stats in this game. No catches, no yards, no fantasy points. No bueno. No bueno. Mm. Which matchup are y'all most looking forward to seeing today? Got a good slate. I know what's some good games that's coming on today. We got week 6. Hold on, it's 1st and 10. Fields under center. They need to figure out something with this run game. Fields, hands off to Brees Hall. Got about 4 or 5 yards on the play or something. 4 yards, 2nd and 6. All right, Jets under center. No. He in the gun. Fields. Hands off to the left. No gain. Yeah, they just can't. They can't get nothing going on this stingy defense. They cannot do it. Which obviously brings up another 3rd and long situation. Yeah, which you don't want in this situation. So it's 2 minutes and 32 seconds left in the first half of this game. Broncos want to call a timeout because they do want the chance to not only, get the ball back, but score before the half. That's what good teams do. They double up. All right. Just got 3rd and 6. Fields in the gun. Fields throws. Caught. First down. Of course, it wasn't to my boy. It was to Reynolds. That was a good pass by Fields. All right, we got 1st and 10. Fields under center. 2-minute warning. So we got 2 minutes left in the half. Let's see if Fields in this offense can put together a drive that ends in points. Can you do that? Because one of the field goals that they got was set up by the defense, forcing a fumble. And I think I might have missed the first field goal, but outside of that, they haven't been back. Yeah, they need to figure something out with Fields though. See if they can't figure it out. They need to do something. They need to do something. On this 2-minute warning, about to get another order break in. Oh no, we'll go to one. Introducing Black Diamond Concentrate from Diamond Collection, a premium mineral supplement crafted to elevate your hydration experience. Formulated with no dyes, sweeteners, or artificial flavors, Black Diamond Concentrate is 100% natural. Just 2 dropfuls added to a 16.9 ounce bottle of water can transform the way you hydrate. Order today at poweredbytmb.com and use code DSP at checkout to receive a 20% discount. That's code DSP. All right, let's get back to the show. Welcome back. Other side of the 2-minute warning. We got 2 minutes left in the first half. Just got a 1st and 10. Hand off to Breece Hall. Breece Hall broke a tackle. They let him get the edge. Nice game for about 7, 8 yards. Oh, my bad. It was 6. I gave him too many. I mean, they must have got 4 yards. It looked like they got way more than 4 yards. It's early. Maybe I'm tripping. All right. Either way, it's a 2nd and 6. Fields in the gun. Throws to Garrett. Wasn't able to break the tackle, but at least he got a catch. Thank goodness. Finally. He could have got that first, though. I don't know why he was playing. He should have just let the momentum take him to the sideline. He'll get out of bounds and get the first. All right, we got 3rd and 2. All right, we got a 3rd and 2. Fields in the gun. Hands off of the middle to Breece Hall. Oh, it was close. Looked like he just got enough for the first. He just got enough for the first. No, he didn't get the first. It's 4th and 1. Fields under center for this one. Yeah, they bluffing. I thought that was gutsy for them to go for it in that situation. Yeah, they was just bluffing. They'll put. Play field position and try to pin the Broncos deep. It's only a 4-point game. No need to take that risk and open yourself up for more points being put on your defense. Yeah, no need to put your defense in that bad situation. 4th and 1. What's taking them so long to punt this ball? Oh, they went for it. They did go for it. Now, did they get it? I don't know if they got it. I couldn't even tell if they got it or not. They kind of saw that coming. You could tell um, by the punt team or the punt return team that it wasn't a shock that they got that. Are they saying he got it or not? Okay, so it's a 1st and 10. 52 seconds left in the first half of this one. I'm kind of shocked on that one actually because I thought they would have played field position, tried to pin them deep. But hey, they realized that they need to go do something. Just go do something. Don't really matter what it is. Just go do something. All right, Fields got a 1st and 10 right outside the 40-yard line. Fields hands off to is that Brees? Yeah, Brees. Short game. They don't need 5 yards though. They need chunk plays. 2nd and 6. Fields in the gun. Draws back. Steps up. Shot. Again. Boy, I tell you, Denver getting their sacks up. Denver getting their sacks up, boy. Denver getting their sacks up. You hear me? Just had to call another timeout. Hmm. All right, we got a 3rd and 8 after the sack. Shoot, I need to put me some socks on. Got some socks out here. All right. 3rd and 8. Fields. Drops back. Throws. Caught. He got him, man, but it was short. I mean, y'all came this far. Y'all might as well go for it. But y'all is going way too slow for a team who don't have no time right now. Like the time is ticking. They ain't called the play yet. They're gonna have to call a timeout. What are they doing? Oh, did they do that on purpose? That was weird. I don't really fully understand what they did, but that was weird, man. Ugh. Well, at least it ain't just the Eagles that's having a incompetent offense. Weird. Well, that's half. Broncos lead. The Denver Broncos lead the New York Jets by a score of 10-6. Still anybody's game, but it feels, if I'm being honest, it feels like the Broncos are a couple plays away from this being a blowout because the Jets can't score. So whenever you are going up against a team that can't score, all you really need to do is get to like 21. You get to 21, you guaranteed to win the game. Unless some crazy stuff happens, like, turnovers and penalties. But outside of the unforeseen mumbo jumbo that can happen in a game, as long as you continue to, because the Broncos really they've been able to be successful running and throwing the ball, so they can score 11 more points. I think that puts this game out of reach. If they can score 11 points in the second half while continuing to hold the Jets at 6, that's an easy victory in my book. Then at that point, they will have won 4 straight, gotten their record to 4-2, and have a good grasp on. I wouldn't say take control of, but they are right in the thick of things when it comes to the AFC West at that point. These AFC West games are going to be crucial coming down the stretch between the Chiefs, the Broncos, and the Chargers. Shoot, Chiefs gotta, if the Chiefs are to win this division, they're gonna have their hands full this year. Let's get to some stats though. Now that we in the second half, I mean, now that the first half is over, Broncos, Jets, player stats. Let's start off with the winning team. Bo Nix is 15-20 for 125 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. So very efficient day so far. He also has 3 carries for 25 yards, average of 8.7 yards a carry. J.K. Dobbins, 7 for 15, not so good. Evan Ingram, he got 1 rush for 7, and Franklin got 1 rush for 2. Probably ending around. Uh, Leading receiver would be Evan Ingram. He's got 4 catches for 30 yards. Atkins, 2 for 23. Harvey, 3 for 21. Franklin, 3 for 19. Sutton got 1 catch for 17. So really nothing too crazy. But let's go on the other side of things. Excuse me. All right, we got Justin Fields. Justin Fields is 5 for 7 for 17 yards. They ain't gonna cut it. That is not gonna cut it in a half. It's rough. I told you it was rough. Brees Hall was able to rush 9 times for 24 yards. Not good at all. Fields got adds a rush for 6. And Davis, although he has a carry, he has no yards. Receiving, we got 2 for 14 by Reynolds. Excuse me. Taylor got 1 catch for 2 yards. Garrett Wilson has 1 catch for 2 yards. That's crazy to me. So, not really much going on offensively from the Jets, like I was explaining during the actual game or the first half. But the, the Jets have been has been very bad this year, especially offensively. Whenever you can hold a team to 10 points and a half, that's pretty good defense. But when your offense can't give you anything, it puts you at an even bigger disadvantage. So you find yourself in a position where the defense, although playing good, has a higher probability of tiring out. And then once they wear down, that's when the points come in bunches. So the best I would say the best advice that I would give the Jets right now is to figure something out. Obviously, they already know this. They need to figure something out on offense. Whether that's establishing some semblance of a running game or getting Garrett Wilson in plays that will scheme him open. We need him open so we can throw him the ball along with, all the other pieces that are on the team. But Garrett Wilson, you would think, is one of the most important pieces of that offense. And then, your Brees Halls, the offensive line, tight end, yada, yada, yada. But it starts with the offensive line. They got to run the ball with Brees Hall to open it up for Garrett Wilson. But when it comes to fantasy, I have Garrett Wilson in one of my money leagues, and he's not doing too hot. So I need him to step it up. I don't care if it's garbage points. I don't care where the points come from as long as they come in bunches uh, today. But we will see. Man. Let's see who the Broncos play next. Pull up the Broncos schedule. Let me see. Broncos schedule. All right, so they playing the Jets right now. Then they got the Giants, they got the Cowboys, the Texans, the Raiders, the Chiefs, Commanders, Raiders again, Packers. Yeah, they actually got a pretty tough schedule. Yeah, the Broncos, they got a pretty tough schedule. So they can't really afford to drop too many of the games. I mean, even though they do have teams like a Raiders on the schedule, Dallas, that Dallas game is gonna be a good one. Actually, I'll be ready to see if they can light up that Dallas defense like everybody else does. Uh, but Dallas's offense is really good, so that'll be a good test. Their offense against Denver's defense. That'll be a really good matchup, actually. I expect Dart to come back down to earth next week when they play the Giants. They got the Giants next week, so they I suspect they'll do to the Giants what we couldn't, but we'll see. Giants have 2 impressive wins under their belt so far, with Dart in the lineup. So they have the, Chargers and now the Eagles, and, they lost to the Saints last week. But that just goes to show you that there's so much parity in this league that it's a week to week league. One week you can be on top of the world, the next week you getting blown out by the Giants. So you have to enjoy the wins when they come because sometimes wins are very hard to come by in this league. So enjoy the wins when you have them because you never know when your last one will come. So go ahead and focus on the wins and let the losses take care of themselves. 'Cause as an Eagles fan, we haven't won in 2 weeks now, and it sucks. But we started off the season 4-0 before we went on a 2-game skid, and hopefully it's just 2 games. So that remains to be seen. So far from the first half of this game, I would say it's been a pretty even from a defensive side. Both defenses are pretty much doing what they need to do to keep their offenses in it. Um, Obviously, the Jets got the big turnover early that led to 3. Of Offensively, the Jets can't get anything going. Nothing at all. I mean, they can't run the ball. They having difficulty throwing the ball to the right person. It just seems like they can't get right. Um, and defensively for both squads, they've like mentioned earlier, they look pretty good. So it will really come down to will the Broncos figure out a competent form of attack that leads to points? If they don't, it'll stay a close game and then it's anybody's game. But if they can string together, like I said, I think if they score 11 more points, they win this game against the Jets. I don't think that the Jets have enough to go blow for blow with anybody. Waiting for this kickoff for the opening kickoff of the second half. Jets getting the ball first. Let's see what they do with it. Let's see what they do with it. Lined up the kick. It's off. Caught at the 15. At the 30. 40. Almost got to the 50. So that was a decent return. Let's see if they can at least just go down here and put up 3. I mean, touchdown would be nice, but at least put pressure on them and, making it a field goal and they lose or, something like that. Put some pressure on the Broncos. Because right now they've been able to do whatever they wanted to do. All right, first and 10. Play action. Fields. He takes off. Got a nice gain of about 6. Brought down that midfield. 2nd and 4. All right, 2nd and 4. Fields. Hands off to Brees Hall. Looked like he got the first down. Right up the gut. Jets are in plus territory, so they need to stay ahead of the chains. What does that mean? Good positive first down plays. Doesn't have to be anything crazy either. It could be, 4 yards. 4 yards here, 3 yards there. Don't move backwards. All right, 1st and 10. Fields in the gun. Toss to Brees Hall to the left. Short game. They need to figure something out with this run game. So, I mean, it's at least an attempt. 2nd and 9. It's at least an attempt. All right, 2nd and 9. Fields in the gun. Fields drops back. Throws. Caught. 1st down. Mm. All right, Jets. Let's see if you can keep this thing going. Now, it could have been just how the play developed, but it looks like they could have had 16 for something really special. We'll see. Fields keeps it. Nice game. Positive game. They figuring something out. Bring up a 2nd and manageable. Nice. He gave him a little something. Fields gave him a little something. All right, 2nd and 2. Excuse me, from the gun. Hands off up the middle. Brees. 1st down. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. I want to see Fields hit Garrett Wilson in his end zone, baby. Come on now. Don't leave me hanging. You feel me knocking? Well, let me in. First and 10. Fields under center. Hands off to the left. Didn't get much of nothing. They went heavy on that one. It just wasn't anything there. Broncos played that beautifully. Woo. That was a nasty stiff arm, but ultimately the angle was just better. Nice play by Riley Moss. 2nd and 8. Fields under center. Play action. Throws away. They sniffed that one out, so it looked like he had Reynolds for possibly a 1st down, but I know for a fact he had somebody in his face right away. Third and 8. They don't need to do anything crazy. If it's not their Fields, just run for it. You need this 1st down. 3 points. Fields. Oh, they got a hold. So it's coming back. Now Fields is gonna have to at least keep him in field goal range. It's a hold. That's 10 yards. Oh, they declined it. Okay. That's interesting. Why would they decline that? I'm accepting that. With the way that defense is playing, like I don't get that. I would push them back and count on my defense to force a turnover or something. All right, it's 4th and 8. And the kicks. It's good. All right. So that was a good opening drive. The Jets was able to go down the field. They put something on the board. They made it 10-9. 1-point game. Let's see what their defense does. But offensively, they haven't had anything going all day long. So it's not a shock. But at least they was able to get it to a point where they can at least put some pressure on them. Because now, if they get in the field goal range, a field goal beats the Broncos as opposed to before. That would just, it wouldn't even take the lead on them. So they did the right thing. They did what they had to do. Now, touchdowns are always better, but at least they was able to score. Now the pressure's back on the Broncos to put something on the board. Huh. DeVito. We're killing these commercials. Big dog. Sweet home Alabama. Ding, 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 ding. I live at home in a trailer. Mom, I'm coming home to you. Know why that's in my head randomly, because I didn't see 8 Mile recently, but it popped in my head. Wimbledon Stadium is beautiful. That last drive was an 8-play drive for 37 yards, where it took 4 minutes and 35 seconds off the clock. Fantastic. Unfortunately, I think this is where the offense is right now. Broncos have Mims and Harvey deep. They were able to get him down quick before I can close my laptop. Got him down at about the 23. Won't be no big return on that one. No sirree, Bob. All right. Broncos first offensive possession of the second half. Bo Nick starts under center. Knicks pitches. Got a little bit of space. Got about 5 on it. J.K. Diamonds. I got 5 on it. 2nd and 6. Bo pitches to the right. JK. Oh no, that was Harvey. Short game. Make it a 3rd and manageable. 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. In what is now a 1-point contest. Knicks under center. Play action. Throws. No dice. Incomplete. Broncos will punt. That's exactly what. We got dirty laundry in the game. See who they call this on. Or the fact that the offense still walking off the field. Tells me it's on the Broncos. Boom. Yeah, that play didn't stand a chance. Hmm. 4th and 4. $16 back to punt. Kick is up. Catches it. Got to turn. Got about 11 yards on that one. All right, let's see what the Jets do. They got a chance to take the lead. They had a chance last time to take the lead, but now even the field goal will do it. I'd like to see him get in the end zone, please. Garrett Wilson. I'm talking to you, buddy. Just got to keep at it, buddy. Just got to keep at it, buddy. Just got to keep at it, buddy. Seems like as good a time as any for another water break. We'll be right back after a word from my sponsors. Introducing Black Diamond Concentrate from Diamond Collection, a premium mineral supplement crafted to elevate your hydration experience. Formulated with no dyes, sweeteners, or artificial flavors, Black Diamond Concentrate is 100% natural. Just 2 dropfuls added to a 16.9 ounce bottle of water can transform the way you hydrate. Order today at poweredbytmb.com and use code DSP at checkout to receive a 20% discount. That's code DSP. All right, let's get back to the show. Welcome back. Welcome back. Special shout out to the good folks over at the Diamond Collection. All right, 1st and 10. Fields throws short. Got a man for at least 5 yards. So they can continue. Like this is the recipe. The recipe is to continue to stay in positive down situations. Get 4 to 5 yards on 1st down or more. And stay in that 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable range. Because that's how you survive this game. This is how you at least put yourself in a position to kick field goals at the very least. Fields, hands off up the middle. Brees got a few. It's gonna bring up a 3rd and short at midfield. 3rd and 1 to be exact. Fields under center. Like they got another first. Was that just a sneak? Yeah, it was a sneak. It just looked, man. Whenever the Eagles not running the sneak, it just don't hit the same. It doesn't. It does not hit the same. It's like often imitated, never duplicated. Can't really take advantage or credit for this QB sneak itself, but the way we do it is definitely unique. All right, hands off. Brees got a gain of about 3, maybe 4. So yeah, they need to stay right here in this lane. 3 yards in a cloud of dust. That's what the Jets need to be for the rest of the season. Three yards in a cloud of dust. Oh, just got a loss on that one. Dumped off short to Brees, but didn't go nowhere. Probably lost about 1 or 2. So this is the situation they didn't want to be in. It's like with the Jets and most teams that aren't great. It's like 1 step forward, 2 steps back. 2 steps forward, 4 steps back. 3 steps forward, 1 step back. Third and 8. Fields. Throws. Incomplete. I mean, he trying to get Garrett Wilson the ball, but I mean, that's Pat Surtain over there. 4th and 8. They got to punt it. That's just a good play by Pat. Right there at the sticks. He really needed to put it on him, but then you also run the risk of Pat getting the bead on it and taking it for 6. So it's one of those things. Hurts gotten slower at what? Oh, look like they're gonna pin. Jets gonna pin them deep after the punt. So when the Broncos get the ball next, they'll be inside the 5. Hell of a job by the punt team, punt coverage, keeping it right there inside the 5. So they got to depend on their defense, which for the most part has been playing pretty well today. Whenever you can hold a team to 10 points, your defense has done its job. See if the Broncos can put something together. Hmm. So after this game, we can transition over to Seahawks, Jags, the Niners, and the Bucks. And then Sunday Night Football is the Lions and the Chiefs. So we got a good slot this week. We got a nice slate of games today. I think tomorrow is a doubleheader for Monday Night Football. The Bills play the Falcons, and I think the second game is probably the more intriguing to the public. Let me see. Second Monday Night Football game. Oh yeah, the Bears and the Commanders. That'll be an interesting one. If you remember last year, it ended in a Hail Mary. So we'll see. Knicks throws. He almost caught that. It was incomplete, but we got dirty laundry in the game. So they're going to get him anyway. Stevens bailed him out. Oh, it's on the Broncos. And you know what? If I was the Jets, I'm declining it if it stands. Because I wanted to keep the losser down. Oh, they got pass interference and what? Yeah. Yeah, I would have declined it too. Hmm. Yeah, buddy. So this game is 11-10 now. Wait, what? Oh, because it happened in the end zone. That was a daggone wow. Wow. Safety. Yeah, that had to be because it's 11-6 now. So not only because the penalty happened while they was in the end zone, that's 2 points for the defense, but they also get the ball back. So they get a chance to double up. And if they can at least kick a field goal, they'll have the best lead they've had all day on the Broncos. Dang. That was an interesting turn of events. I already thought they was in a good spot by pinning them deep. But then, that you go ahead and get a holding in the end zone, automatic safety, baby. Oops. So now they give up 2 points, they lose 2 points, and they got to punt the ball. Kick is off. It caught it at the 30. Got to about the 36. Jets in good shape. Jets are in good shape right now. All right, Jets got first and 10. Fields. Hands off to Brees Hall. No gain. Just can't afford to pass this up though. Like this is where you go down. You should have some kind of spark. This is your chance to go down here and get your first substantial lead of the night of the day. That is, they got a small 1 point lead right now, but the Jets offense just sucks. Oh, 100% they look like us. The difference between the offenses. We got better players, but as far as the output right now, it looks the same. We don't look any different from them offensively. And that's all up to coaching. That's all up to coaching. That's how much coaching matters. Like coaching matters in this league. Now people will tell you that it doesn't, but it does. Because as good as Garrett Wilson is, it don't matter if you can't get him the ball. As good as AJ Brown is, it don't matter if you can't get him the ball. And the Broncos just got another sack. So yeah, they look very similar to what we are offensively, and only because of coaching. Because we actually have the players to compete with anybody in this league, but it don't matter if they're not put in the best position to succeed. Isn't the coach a former defensive player? What coach? You talking about the head coach of the Jets? Oh, for sure they need an OC like we do. But they also need some dogs like we don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, they need an offensive coordinator. An offensive coordinator will have you looking good with what's out there. We have enough talent to be dangerous if we had an offensive coordinator. They need offensive coordinator and players. It's literally the only reason to have hope as an Eagles fan right now, just because we know what we got in the locker room. We just hoping that somebody can figure out how to use it before it's too late. I think so. I think he might have been a player back in the day. Most, a lot. I ain't gonna say most, but a lot of these coaches are former players at some point. Now you got some coaches who are career coaches like your Andy Reid's, but there are some of these head coaches that have strapped them on the sideline at some point in their life. Huh. Yeah, our offense, man. Our offense is pathetic right now. If I could put it into one word, pathetic. Because there's no way that you can have the level of talent that we have and not be good at anything. Right now, we don't have an identity because we're not good at anything. We don't run the ball well, and we don't throw the ball well. Those are literally the only two things to do offensively. You either running the ball or you throwing the ball. We suck at both right now. Now, like I said, that could change. Um, we develop a competent game plan. That's where it starts. But through 6 weeks, we have yet to see a competent game plan. So until we see that, I didn't realize that old Sean Payton strapped them on at some point. What was that? Notre Dame? Who was that? I got the game on mute. So y'all tell me who that team was that Sean Payton played for. Knicks. Drops back. Dirt. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. I just hope whoever making coaching decisions, doing interviews right now. I mean, I don't even know if there's a whole lot out there to go after. Like, if we were to fire KP, we probably looking at an in-house interim head coach. I don't see us hiring a brand new head coach, offensive coordinator. I don't see us hiring a brand new offensive coordinator in the middle of the season. So, if we do fire KP, expect it to be an in-house interim type thing. All right, 3rd and 10. Broncos in the gun. Hands off up the middle. Short game. They gonna punt that. So the Jets seem to have at least figured something out defensively, as far as stopping this offensive attack by the Broncos. If they can keep this up and let's say I think the Jets are capable of scoring 6 more points. If they can hold them, keep this keep the Broncos at 10, they'll be in good shape. But they need at least 6 more points. And I said for uh the Broncos to win, the Broncos need to score 11 more points. Hmm. So I don't know. It still remains to be seen. The boys got 10 days to figure something out. But what I can tell you is until we see them fix it, you should set your expectations low. Because I would have never thought that they would let it get to the point that it has. So we'll just have to see. 1st and 10. Fields drops back, throws. Garrett Wilson with a short completion. Would you look at that? It's a Wilson sighting. Yeah, pat on his behind like boxer briefs. Got a 2nd and 7. Garrett Wilson got 2 catches for 5 yards. Oh my God. Fields drops back, throws. Oh, Garrett Wilson fumbled the ball. He put the church's money on the ground. Now he already didn't have no points. Then he lost the fumble, but we got dirty laundry in the game. Let's see what that is. It's an illegal shift, so that's gonna get canceled. I mean, declined. I tell you, boy. With the Jets, they 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Bad teams find a way to lose. Bad teams find a way to lose. Pat forced the fumble. Yeah. As soon as he turned around, look up. That was a hell of a play by Pat. Like as soon as the ball was eligible to be fumbled, he fumbled it. Wow. Mm, mm, mm. Say it again backwards. Wow. Mm. All right, so here we are, 19 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. What they saying, it wasn't a fumble now? They calling it incomplete? Oh, the Jets got lucky on that one. I thought it was a fumble. It looked like a fumble to me. Oh, thank God. It's still hope for my fantasy team because I definitely couldn't take the blow of losing 4 points. Yeah, that was close. That was as close as you can get. Third and 6. Third and 6. Fields in the gun. He drops back. Sacked again. Oh, he took his helmet off. Damn. Mm, 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 mm. The Broncos are tearing offensive lines out the frame. Now I think they got to us 6 times. I'm interested to see how many times they done sack Fields today. It had to be more than 6. Huh. Cause this gotta be at least 6 at this point. Yeah, it probably is more, but I know they've been getting back there all day long. Mm. Wow. Say it again backwards. Wow. Mm. I don't know. It seemed like the Jets were building some sort of momentum and then they didn't capitalize, so football guys punished them. Hmm. They crunk out there in the UK. Got the punt off. Fair caught at the 26. Huh. Yeah, I would have called it a fumble, but it is what it is. I ain't tripping off of it. Not like Broncos probably are. But hey, y'all got away with some calls last week. It's just things evening out. Hmm. 1st and 10. Bo Nix under center. Hands off up the middle. JK. Got a few. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 6 to be exact. Uh, uh, uh. Nix in the gun. Hands off up the middle. Nowhere. Right in his tracks. So, I mean, for the most part, defense been doing their job. Like I've said that time and time again this morning. It's like defense has been holding it in the road when offense has been out drinking the night before. Oh, look like that second down pass, third down pass got batted down. Broncos got a punt. It's starting to feel like whoever gets the last score, whoever scores this next score gonna win the game. Whether that's 3 points, whether that's a touchdown, which looks like at this point it's gonna take a miracle for either side to score, unless something happens on like special team. Broncos punt it. Jets caught it. At, almost got to the 40, but we also got dirty laundry in the game. It was a promising return, but more times than not, when you see yellow on the field, that means somebody did something egregious. Yep, holding. It's a holding penalty, but they still got first down when we get back. Seat belt. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. I'm gonna need somebody to do something. Twisted T. We're getting down to the nitty gritty of this one. Believe it or not, the Jets are leading 11-10. And defense don't look like they're giving up anything. So the Jets offense just needs to at least get in the field. Can you get in the field goal range? Because I said 6 points will probably win it, but I don't see the Jets putting together 2 drives that are net that type of yardage. Honestly. We'll see, but uh, uh, I don't know. I don't know. Don't you know? Mm. Come on, come on. See what the Jets do on offense this time. Although I'm not very hopeful. All right. Jets in the gun. Hand off to Brees Hall. Short game. That's what it's been, man. They don't have any like down the field threat. So defense is just in a position where they can play aggressive. They can sit on routes. Fields. Hands off to Brees Hall again. He broke one tackle. He got the first down. Nice individual play by Brees Hall. He spun out of the tackle. Whoop. But that's probably if you can like if I had to say or attribute a level of success to anything that the Jets got going on offensively, it's the run game. They figured out how to at least establish the run. Fields with the keeper for about 5 yards. So yeah, the Jets probably are gonna attempt to play some form of keep away and keep it on the ground, keep the clock running, keep converting first downs, and scoring once you get in scoring range. That needs to be their focus. 2nd and 6. Fields. Hands off again to Brees. All right, so we got a third down. But this, yeah, it's a 3rd and 5. I was gonna say this should be manageable. 3rd and medium with 11 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Come on, Fields. Fields almost got the first. He was so close. He was close. All right, we got a 4th and 1. I think the Jets gonna try to play keep away, which probably is the smarter. I I don't know though, because the Jets defense has been playing so well. Yeah, you gotta just punt it, play field position, let the Jets continue to smother this Broncos offense. Kick is up. Fair caught at about the 26. So when we get back from this next commercial, the Broncos will have the ball with a chance to take the lead themselves. We'll see what they do after a word from my sponsors. Introducing Black Diamond Concentrate from Diamond Collection, a premium mineral supplement crafted to elevate your hydration experience. Formulated with no dyes, sweeteners, or artificial flavors, Black Diamond Concentrate is 100% natural. Just 2 dropfuls added to a 16.9 ounce bottle of water can transform the way you hydrate. Order today at poweredbytmb.com and use code DSP at checkout to receive a 20% discount. That's code DSP. All right, let's get back to the show. Welcome back. Welcome back. Huge shout out to the good folks over at the Diamond Collection. So we're getting down to the nitty gritty of this game. And it feels like whoever scores next wins this game. It's been one of those dogfight defensive type of contests where not a lot of points are being scored. So you got to think whoever scores next will be in the best shape. They'll be in pretty good shape. What's going on with these headphones? tell you what, I ain't gonna use those yet. All right, 1st and 10. Bo Nix throws. Has to throw it away. 2nd and 10. Yeah, just been playing some amazing football today, defensively. Defensively, shoot. Evan Ingram looked like he was open. All right, we got a 2nd and 10. Bo Nix in the gun. Play action. He throws. Caught. Evan Ingram. 1st down. That was a good play call. Well, I say that. Yeah, it looked like it was a good play call. Nice throw by Bo Nix. He put it on him. Right in the hands. 1st and 10. Nix. Hands off to Harvey. Short game. Brings up a 2nd and 8. Broncos are running out of time, so it will behoove them to put something up on the board sooner rather than later, with it being less than 9 minutes left in the 4th quarter. All right, 2nd and 8. Nix in the gun. Nix throws. Caught. Harvey, no gain. It's just defense has been all over the Broncos today. They playing like they don't want to go 0-6. All right, it's a 3rd and 8. See if the Jets can get off the field. Nix drops back, throws. Mims, 1st down. He's still going. Nice game. That was a heck of a pickup. Nice chunk play. That was a good play. See, man, that's the creativity that we're missing. It's like every play don't have to be diagnosed. Oh, they ran it up the middle with JK for a nice gain of about 8 yards. Every play doesn't have to be all on your playmakers to make them. Like, let the scheme win sometimes. All right, 2nd and 2. Bo Nix on the gun. Hands off. 1st down. J.K. Dobbins. Okay, so the Broncos got the Jets on their toes for the first time, at least in the 2nd half, maybe even the whole game. They right outside the red zone. They knocking. They're knocking. No, they in the red zone. 1st and 10. Nix in the gun. He's in empty. Drops back. Throws. Caught. 1st down. They cooking. They cooking now. The Broncos are cooking. Yeah. If it was up to me, though, I think I would want to see more empty. First and goal, throws it in the dirt. Incomplete. Brings up second and goal. So the Broncos are already in a good spot to at least score, kick a field goal. They go up by 2. But I think if they put it in the end zone, this one might be over. The way the game has been, unless things open up in the last 5 minutes of the game, which is entirely possible. I did say that if it felt like the next score will win this game the way it's been going, especially in the second half. Broncos hand off to J.K. Dobbins. He broke one tackle, couldn't break the rest. No gain. Third and goal. But the Jets can stay in this game if they at least hold them to a field goal. Now, we have no idea what the offense is capable of. But you give yourself a chance where you keep it close like this. All you need is one good drive in a game like this, and that'll win the game for you. 5 minutes and 20 seconds left. Third and goal for the Broncos. Nix drops back, throws, missed the throw. Sutton was open too. Sutton had got open, but Bo Nix missed the throw. Brings on the 4th and goal. I think they're gonna kick the field goal, go up by 2. It looked like Sutton was open. He was. That's NFL open. Maybe if he'd have put up 2, perhaps. I don't know. He could get it done. So they line it up for the kick. Broncos. It's up. It's good. The Broncos take a 2-point lead, 13-11 over the Jets with 5 minutes and 6 seconds left to go. Live from Wimbledon in London. Sean Payton crying about. All right, so here's where we are. We got 5 minutes, 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter in a 2-point game where the Denver Broncos are leading the New York Jets by a score of 13-11. Not much offense has happened throughout the course of this other 4 quarters. And it looks like Justin Fields has been benched. Wow. Oh no. Okay. That offense ain't on the field yet. Thought that would have been weird if that was the case. All right, so the Broncos about to kick it off. Kick is up. It's caught at the 20, the 30. Oh, the ball is Church's money on the ground, but I don't think it was a fumble though. I think he just hit the ground and he good. Yeah, the ground caused the fumble. And they said the ground can't cause fumbles, so 1st and 10 for the Jets with 5 minutes left to go, down by 2. See what Fields can do. He's under center. Fields, hands off. Brees Hall tries to cut it outside. No gain. So this stingy Broncos defense is exactly where they want to be. They like hunting. They like hunting quarterbacks. They like playing pass defense. Well, guess what? This is exactly. Well, I would say the Jets don't have to run. The Jets don't have to pass the ball because it's literally a one-score game, and they got plenty of time. So, but the thing is, they haven't been able to do anything anyway. So we'll see. Fields drops back, throws off target with Garrett. It's been a rough game. This is exactly what we look like with Hurts and AJ right now. Just even when plays are there, they not. Fields threw it behind him. If he puts it on him, he at least, I don't know if he gets the first, but he at least gets close. Yeah, Fields not having a great game. And now Garrett Wilson hurt. All right, 3rd and 10. Fields drops back. Sacked. Getting tore out the frame. How many sacks is that? Can somebody tell me how many sacks the Broncos have on the Jets? Can somebody tell me how many sacks are they gonna get today? All right, we got a 2nd and 7. I mean, at this point, with them having the lead, all they need to do is get a couple first downs, and this is over. All the Broncos need to do at this point is get a couple first downs. They already got a lead. Second and 7. Broncos. Hands off to Mims. Broke one tackle. They got him in the backfield. Brings up a 3rd down. Maybe even 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10, something like that. Yeah, 3rd and 9. Defense doing exactly what they need to do. All right, 3rd and 9. See if the Jets can't get off the field and get their offense one more crack at taking the lead. Broncos drop back. Bo Nix sack. Man, the Jets defense. You gotta just tip your hat off to these boys, because even though they 0-5, like they still playing really good ball right now. They are literally the only reason why that team is still in this game. Um, well done. Broncos got to punt it. So this is they got it off. See where they get it. Catches at the 30. Made it to the 40. All right, so the Jets got some decent field position. This is their last hoorah to try to put anything on the board. Even a field goal will win it. They got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes and 23 seconds left in this game. They only down by 2 points. They don't have any timeouts, but they don't need any, really, because all they need to do is get in the field goal range. See what Fields can do. Fields in the gun. Brees Hall picks it up. Oh, he saved him. Whew, the church's money was on the ground. Brees Hall picks it up. Goes for 8. They really need to try to make some shake before this 2-minute warning, but it's gonna come down to this. It's gonna come down to this. We got time for one more water break. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor. Introducing Black Diamond Concentrate from Diamond Collection, a premium mineral supplement crafted to elevate your hydration experience. Formulated with no dyes, sweeteners, or artificial flavors, Black Diamond Concentrate is 100% natural. Just 2 dropfuls added to a 16.9 ounce bottle of water can transform the way you hydrate. Order today at poweredbytmb.com and use code DSP at checkout to receive a 20% discount. That's code DSP. All right, let's get back to the show. Welcome back. Welcome back. We are down to the good part. It's the last 2 minutes of the game. It's a 1-score game, 2-point game to be exact. All the Jets have to do is get in field goal range. If the kicker makes it, they probably win the game. But if the kicker misses, obviously they don't. But before we even get to a kick, of course, they just got to figure they have to move the ball just well enough to get in the field goal range. Now, I'm not sure what their kicker's range is, but I think that it's possible. It's definitely possible. They got enough time for one. All right, 2nd and 3. Fields in the gun. Hands off to Brees Hall up the middle. First down. So they literally need like 5 yards and they in field goal range. They got a minute and 56 seconds left to go in this game. Denver got all their timeouts, which they just burned the first of 3. See, this old line is trash. Well, you got to remember. Nah, I started sleepy. I was sleepy before I even started the first stream. It's been a long week. All right, it's a 1st and 10. Fields in the gun. Fields sacked again. I need to know how many daggone. I know they gotta have like 10 sacks in this game. Ain't no way they don't have at least 10 sacks in this game. I can't even blame. I mean, the O line can't block 8 people. It's just impossible. Garrett Wilson with probably his 3rd catch of the game. As bad as the offense has been for the Jets, they still got a chance to win this game. That's how crazy this game has been. Nah, I don't think ain't no way the rest of the game is gonna be. I knew this one was gonna be kind of hard to watch because nobody really, unless you a fan of either one of these teams, nobody really was checking for this game like this. The Jets are winless for crying out loud. But they got a chance to get their first dub today. All they need to do is come up with they get about 5 to 10 more yards. They golden. 3rd and 8. Fields drops back. They send the dogs. Garrett Wilson drops it. Damn. Ah. I mean, they got to go for the first. Bump that. They got to go for the first. Oh man. Yeah, he never secured it either. Wow. Fields ain't really had no time all day. I think they gotta have I think it's gotta be like 10 sacks. I got the game on mute, so I don't know how many sacks is. I'm sure they said it. You know, Rob, how many sacks the Broncos got? All right, 4th and 8. It's the last hurrah. Fields drops back. Sacked again. Whoo. So the Broncos come up big. That's a huge stop. They couldn't even get in the field goal range. The offense been bad. Just bad. Did he get away with a horse collar? It looked like Cooper might have got away with a horse collar there. Dang. Well, that's game. Jets have no more timeouts. All the Broncos got to do is kneel the ball twice. That's it. Wow. Broncos survive. Hell of an effort by their defense. I need to see how many sacks these boys got. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And that's just the fools. Yeah, they gotta have about 10 sacks today. Jeez. Ooh. All right. There you have it. The Broncos take down the New York Jets, who remain winless. They now fall to 0-6. Broncos advance to 4-2. Score is 13-11. Denver Broncos. All right, there you have it. So that's it for this one. We got the 1 o'clock block up next. Where I think it's the She-Hulk. Let's see what week is this. Yeah, Seahawks and the Jaguars. Don't meet me there, beat me there. See you in a few.